The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Sheila ambushes Finn. Bio mom catches son off guard. The Bold and the Beautiful B&B spoilers reveal that Sheila Carter, Kimberlyn Brown, will refuse to give up on the family bonding time she's after. It looks like Sheila will go as far as cornering John, Finnegan Tanner Novlin, to convince him it's time for her to truly connect with him, as well as Hayes Finnegan Brian David Garlick. During the week of July 6 to 10, Sheila will double down on her goal. It looks like Sheila will reiterate to Taylor Hayes Rebecca Budig that she expects 2 days of family visitation per month in exchange for signed divorce papers. Taylor may point out that she can't force Finn and Steffi Forrester Finnegan, Jacqueline McInnes Wood, to get on board with this plan. However, Taylor may promise that if Sheila puts her signature down, she'll do whatever she can to push for this. Sheila and Deacon Sharp's Sean Kanan marriage will reach its official end on July 9, so Sheila might put her faith in Taylor's vow and sign the divorce papers. Nevertheless, Sheila may ultimately decide she can't rely solely on Taylor and determine that she needs to tackle things herself. It looks like Sheila may ambush Finn since he's about to get a shocking visitor and will end up stuck in a jam. Sheila may go to Finn and insist it's time for some true family bonding. Since Sheila just wants a couple days of monitored visits a month, she doesn't think she's being unreasonable. Sheila may make a pitch about her desire to spend time with Finn and Hayes so she can truly get to know them both. You can bet none of this will fly with Steffi, who's already in a foul mood over Hope Logan Spencer, Annika Noel, and all the drama she created with her jump to Logan. This Sheila situation is only going to add to Steffi's stress level. B&B July preview spoilers point to Finn promising Steffi that she'll forever come first along with the kids. Steffi, Hayes and Kelly Spencer, Sophia Paris, are always going to be Finn's priority, so he'll want his wife to know that. When it comes to Finn and Steffi's marriage, she runs the show. We have no doubt that Steffi will get the final say when it comes to Sheila's visitation push, so she may shut it down hard soon enough. In the meantime, the Bold and the Beautiful spoilers indicate that Sheila will keep holding out hope that she can connect with Finn and Hayes, so stay tuned for more news on her future. CDL's where you want to be for great Bold and the Beautiful spoilers and news, so make us your favorite B&B hotspot. The afternoon sun cast long shadows across the hospital parking lot as Dr. John Finnegan stepped outside after another exhausting shift. His day had been filled with complicated surgeries, emotional conversations with patients, and a mountain of paperwork that never seemed to shrink. All he wanted was a few quiet minutes before heading home to Steffi and the children. But peace was the last thing waiting for him. Across the lot, standing beside a weathered sedan, was a woman dressed in a dark jacket and sunglasses. She kept her distance, almost blending into the background, yet there was no mistaking who she was. Sheila Carter. Finn stopped in his tracks. His heart sank as memories flooded back. Years of manipulation, deception, heartbreak, and danger. Every encounter with Sheila seemed to end with someone getting hurt. He looked around instinctively, hoping she hadn't been spotted by anyone else. Sheila slowly removed her sunglasses and offered a tentative smile. Finn, she called softly. Please, just hear me out. Finn's expression hardened immediately. I thought we made this clear, he replied. You need to stay away from me and my family. Sheila lowered her eyes, pretending to be wounded. I know what everyone thinks of me. You've earned that reputation. The words stung more than she expected. Still, Sheila wasn't about to walk away. An unexpected ambush. Finn started toward his car, hoping to end the conversation before it truly began. Unfortunately, Sheila moved quickly, intercepting him before he reached the driver's door. I'm not here to fight, she insisted. I didn't ask you to come. I've changed. Finn laughed bitterly. I've heard that before. Sheila's eyes filled with tears. I know I can't erase my past. No, I know I've made mistakes. Mistakes. Finn's voice grew louder. You've terrorized people. You've manipulated lives. You've destroyed families. Several people in the parking lot glanced toward them before continuing on their way. Sheila lowered her voice. I'm still your mother. Those 4 words hung heavily in the air. Finn clenched his jaw. My mother is Lee. Sheila looked devastated. I gave birth to you. And she raised me. Silence followed. Sheila's new mission. Sheila wasn't there simply to remind Finn of biology. She had another agenda. I've been thinking about Hayes. Finn's expression immediately changed. Don't. I've never even held my grandson. You never will. You can't decide that forever. I absolutely can. Sheila stepped closer. Children deserve to know where they come from. Finn's patience evaporated. My children deserve safety. They're safe. They're safe because you're not around them. That sentence cut deeper than Sheila wanted to admit. Still, she refused to back down. I'm trying. Finn shook his head. No, you're trying to find another way into our lives. Hidden motives. What Finn didn't realize was that Sheila wasn't acting entirely on impulse. Earlier that morning she'd received surprising information from someone unexpected. Rumors were spreading throughout Los Angeles that tensions between Steffi and Hope were once again reaching dangerous levels. Family loyalties were shifting. Relationships were becoming strained. Sheila saw opportunity. Whenever chaos surrounded the Forresters, cracks began to appear. And Sheila had spent years exploiting cracks. If Steffi became distracted, if Finn felt isolated, perhaps there would finally be room for Sheila to rebuild their connection. Or at least convince him to give her another chance. Finn refuses. I don't trust you. Finn didn't hesitate. I probably never will. Sheila nodded sadly. I understand. No. He looked directly into her eyes. I don't think you do. If you gave me one chance. I already did. She remembered. There had been moments when Finn genuinely wanted to believe she could change. Moments when compassion nearly outweighed caution. But every single time, something happened. Someone got hurt. Promises were broken. Trust disappeared. A familiar observer. Neither Finn nor Sheila noticed they weren't alone. Across the street, sitting inside a parked vehicle, someone watched every second of the confrontation. It wasn't Steffi. It wasn't Lee. It wasn't Deacon. Instead, it was an investigative photographer working for a local entertainment publication. He recognized Sheila immediately. Seeing her confronting Finn outside the hospital practically guaranteed headlines. He quietly snapped several photographs. Click, click, click. The pictures captured everything. Sheila approaching Finn. Finn pointing toward the parking lot exit. Their emotional conversation. The photographer smiled. Tomorrow's gossip columns had practically written themselves. Trouble ahead. Meanwhile, Steffi was enjoying a rare peaceful afternoon at the Cliff House. Kelly played happily in the living room while Hayes napped upstairs. For once, everything felt normal. Too normal. Her phone buzzed. It was Taylor. Have you talked to Finn today? No, I've been hearing rumors. Steffi's stomach tightened. What kind of rumors? Taylor hesitated. Someone said Sheila has been asking questions about Finn's schedule. Steffi stood immediately. What? I don't know if it's true. It doesn't matter. Steffi grabbed her keys. If Sheila's anywhere near Finn. She didn't finish the sentence. She simply rushed out the door. Sheila makes one final plea. Back in the parking lot, Sheila realized time was running out. Please. Her voice cracked. I don't want to die without knowing my son. Finn looked exhausted. You had opportunities. I wasn't ready. You made choices. I regret them. I believe you regret consequences. Sheila blinked. Finn continued. That's different. The honesty stunned her. Perhaps for the first time, Finn wasn't speaking like a doctor trying to understand someone's trauma. He was speaking as a son whose heart had been broken too many times. A dangerous interruption. Just as Finn opened his car door, another vehicle sped into the parking lot. Brakes screeched. Steffi jumped out before the SUV had fully stopped. Finn. She hurried toward him. Her eyes immediately locked onto Sheila. Rage replaced fear. I knew it. She marched straight toward Sheila. What are you doing here? Sheila remained calm. I just wanted to talk. You don't get to decide that. This concerns my son. Steffi stepped directly between them. He doesn't want you here. Sheila looked at Finn. Is that true? Finn answered without hesitation. Yes. One word. Absolute. Final. Sheila's heartbreak. Even Sheila couldn't hide her disappointment anymore. She realized there would be no emotional breakthrough today. No forgiveness. No second chance. No family reunion. She slowly nodded. I'll go. Steffi watched carefully. Make sure you do. Before leaving, Sheila looked back one last time. I'll never stop loving you. Finn said nothing. Sometimes silence carried more weight than any argument. Sheila entered her car and drove away. The emotional aftermath. Steffi immediately turned toward Finn. Are you okay? He sighed deeply. I'm fine. No. She touched his arm. You're not. Finn admitted the truth. I'm tired. Tired of what? Always wondering when she'll appear. Steffi understood completely. Living under Sheila's shadow meant never feeling entirely safe. Even ordinary days could become emotional battlefields without warning. She wrapped her arms around Finn. We'll get through this. I know. You won't face her alone. Finn smiled weakly. I never do. Lee learns the truth. Later that evening, Lee Finnegan received an unexpected phone call. It came from a hospital employee who had witnessed the confrontation. Sheila cornered Finn. Lee's anger exploded instantly. Without wasting another second, she drove straight toward Sheila's apartment. Her determination was unmistakable. If Sheila thought she could ambush Finn without consequences, she was about to learn otherwise. A mother's fury. Lee pounded on Sheila's door. When Sheila opened it, she barely had time to react. You stay away from my son. Sheila folded her arms. He's my son too. Lee's eyes flashed with fury. You lost the right to claim him years ago. I gave him life. I gave him a future. The confrontation intensified. Neither woman backed down. Old resentments resurfaced. Painful memories returned. Every word carried decades of unresolved emotion. Sheila's secret resolve. After Lee finally left, Sheila sat alone in silence. The apartment felt colder than ever. She replayed every moment from the parking lot. Finn's rejection. Steffi's anger. Lee's warning. Any reasonable person might have accepted defeat. But Sheila Carter had never been known for surrendering. Instead, a different thought formed in her mind. If direct approaches failed, perhaps indirect ones would succeed. Maybe someone else could become the bridge between her and Finn. Maybe circumstances could force another reunion. Maybe destiny simply needed a little push. A slow smile spread across her face. It wasn't the smile of a mother finding hope. It was the smile of someone already planning her next move. What's next? As darkness settled over Los Angeles, several lives quietly moved toward another inevitable collision. Finn remained determined to protect his family from further pain. Steffi became more convinced than ever that Sheila would never truly disappear. Lee prepared herself for another battle to defend the son she had raised. And Sheila. She refused to accept that the story was over. Every rejection only strengthened her determination. Every closed door encouraged her to search for another entrance. Whether her motives came from genuine maternal longing or dangerous obsession hardly mattered anymore. The consequences could be the same. Because whenever Sheila Carter believed family belonged to her, boundaries had a way of disappearing. And if history had taught the residents of Los Angeles anything, it was this. No encounter with Sheila was ever the end of the story. It was only the beginning of the next chapter. With emotions running high, secrets waiting to surface, and loyalties destined to be tested once again, Finn may have survived this unexpected ambush, but the psychological impact was only starting to unfold. Sheila's surprise appearance had reopened wounds that never truly healed, reminding everyone that some ties cannot simply be cut, even when every instinct says they should. As the days ahead unfold, one question looms larger than ever. Will Finn's unwavering resolve be enough to keep his family safe, or will Sheila find yet another way to insert herself into their lives? If her past is any indication, she's far from giving up, and the ripple effects of this confrontation could spread far beyond a hospital parking lot. In the world of the bold and the beautiful, one unexpected meeting can change everything, and this latest showdown may be the spark that ignites the next explosive chapter.